Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a marriage scam, Konstantin uses John the pawn to get rid of Maggie. Fans can prepare for some dramatic moments in Salem, according to spoilers for Days of Our Lives. John Black's pawn personality can now be ignited by Konstantin Meliones. John's pawn brainwashing is activated because of the peculiar-looking card he is holding, and he demonstrated on Monday, February 5th, that when he is under the influence, he will follow instructions. In what way will Konstantin take use of this? Maggie rushes Konstantin down. According to the Alter DOL spoilers, Konstantin's ultimate goal has always been to wed Maggie Kyriakis and obtain Victor Kyriakis' wealth. Konstantin now has the ideal pawn to have her killed so he can access the Kyriakis' riches and keep his hands clean throughout the whole operation, whether he kidnaps her, or something similar, or charming her into marriage. Love comes first, followed by marriage, and then murder. According to DOL spoilers, Konstantin will find a way to marry Maggie. After their union is formalized, he will wait a few weeks before planning her assassination. He'll build up a scene in which he extends an invitation to John, shows him the card, commands him to knock him out, and then gives the order for him to murder Maggie. John's strategy is ideal for a man who wants to live in extreme luxury, and since he is handling all the grunt labor, nobody will suspect that Konstantin is involved. Whatever John does, there's a fair possibility Maggie won't die and that someone will either save her life or something will be done to save it in the hospital. If Konstantin is lucky enough to save her life in the interval, this may leave him adrift. On the other hand, it could also reveal the Greek man for the scoundrel he is. Taking notes, comparing, grilling, and love suggestion. Spoilers for Wednesday, February 8th episode of Days of Our Lives, DOL, show some intriguing storyline developments. While someone is under investigation, two characters swap notes, and a boyfriend receives an intriguing proposal. What can we expect from this Wednesday's show? It's time to get started. John Black and Steve Johnson examine notes comparatively. Wednesday, February 8th day teasers suggest that John Black and Steve Johnson will compare and contrast their experiences dealing with Konstantin Meliones. Will Steve notice all of this, though, as John probably doesn't recall most of what transpired during his conversation with Konstantin because the Greek guy was able to awaken his inner pawn with the brainwashing card? Speaking of comparing notes, when Brady Black and Teresa Donovan receive letters from Tate Black, Jamie Martin man, they will do just that. Will anything he's written them raise red flags? Spoilers for DOL across town. It appears that Clyde Weston, James Red, will be questioned by Harris Michaels on Wednesday, February 8th. The police officer appears to be getting closer to apprehending the drug ring kingpin with each raid. Nevertheless, when all is said and done, he always comes up short. On Wednesday, will Harris be able to get the information out of Clyde? Stephanie Johnson offers an idea. In the meanwhile, Thursday's episode of Days teases that Stephanie Johnson will propose something to Everett Lynch. Will he accept? Maybe it will depend on what she says, but given how obsessed he is with her, the answer is probably going to be yes. Last but not least, baby Jude. Will she permit Sloane Peterson Brady to spend some alone time with Eric Brady? To discover out, fans will have to tune in. Adorability, snooping, and catastrophe. View the pictures for Days on Friday, February 9th. Drama is hinted at in spoilers. You won't want to miss this episode, I promise. As Julie tells Thomas and Charlotte a story, it appears that pleasant times are in store at the Horton residence. Since the death of their mother, these two have experienced a great deal. They broke up even though they became attached to Chad's new girlfriend. Julie is as supportive of Chad as he is of her, despite the fact that Chad has also experienced a lot. Alex is also lending support. After spending the night together, he and Teresa discuss addiction. As their romance picks up steam, Teresa discovers something unexpected. Is that an engagement ring? Will she bring it up with Alex? Is she prepared for this major change? At one point at their AA meeting, she appeared to be complaining about something with Brady. Although Kate adores her kid, you can be sure that she will not be happy when she discovers Luke is hidden. Does Harris happen to overhear the mother and son conversing at the pub, or does she give him a call? Following their altercation at Statesville, Harris gained a formidable adversary in Clyde, and it appears that Harris is now shot. Take a look at it in the gallery below. It seems strange that Days of Our Lives gave birth to a super couple in Steve and Kayla, but they were unable to have a daughter with any potential for a super couple. We thought Stephanie Johnson, a young millennial character who could liven things up, would be a welcome return to the Salem scene when she first appeared on Days of Our Lives, but trouble struck right away. She was supposedly supposed to be matched with Robert Scott Wilson's character, Alex Kyriakis, but their relationship felt forced right away. This was especially true given how they met. Stephanie was instantly filled with unexplainable contempt, while Alex was instantly enamored. Stephanie wound up with Chad DiMera after her brief relationship with Alex ended. She even moved in with the widower and his two small children, Thomas and Charlotte. However, she was demanding, wanted a marriage, and found it difficult to accept that Chad wasn't ready for marriage after losing his wife Abigail DiMera a year earlier. Abby was Stephanie's cousin, so one could assume that she would have been understanding. Her eagerness for him to pop the question surprised Chad no end. Now that Stephanie's ex-husband Everett Lynch, Blake Barris, is in Salem, she has quickly moved on from Chad. We can only think ho-hum now that Stephanie is with Everett. Even with the ghost of Everett's shadowy past with Jada Hunter waiting to rip them apart, there is nothing compelling about them. There is no connection between Stephanie and Everett, and she doesn't even appear to like him. Their dialogue is enough to send us to sleep, and their romantic moments are lifeless. Simply said, none of them nor Stephanie are that fascinating. She is simply too petty and irrational a character to be remotely endearing. She has been in 3 relationships in less than 2 years, and it could be the reason why none of them have ended happily. Perhaps Stephanie is dealing with a different issue than a romantic partner. The daughter of Steve, Stephen Nichols, and Kayla, Mary Beth Evans, is probably not as interesting and entertaining as her parents. The turmoil behind the scenes at Days of Our Lives is still developing. Albert Alar, who was fired from the show last year as co-executive producer/director, is addressing the accusations made in Ariane Zucker's lawsuit against the show for wrongful termination and other reasons. This comes after rumors that Ariane Zucker is suing the program for these reasons. As Albert said when Ms. Zucker first leveled these outrageous claims through the press last year, her baseless allegations were examined in a detailed and entirely independent investigation that lasted for 2 months, reads a statement issued to Soap Hub by Alar's attorney, Robert M. Barda. Numerous people collaborated, and each claim was carefully investigated. Following that procedure, it was decided that Albert should stay on as Days of Our Lives co-executive producer. The statement goes on, Ms. Zucker was aggressively seeking a significant personal pay increase and additional influence on the show at a time of industry-wide cutbacks, as her own lawsuit all but admits. After failing in previous endeavors, she is now making another attempt to use hateful stereotypes to disparage and degrade a black man who held a position of authority. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't miss any updates.